Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. Once again, it's been a long time since I've done a behind the table show. So yeah, it's been 5 weeks since I last did one of these. So I really should thank everybody that has been helping us out with BMTV over the last 4 weeks. So first of all, Stu Davis coming in last week and telling us a little bit about his business, how he got into the industry, and talking about the training course that he's got coming up here at Balloon Market. And then there was Chris Adamo. Obviously, we went and filmed the Chris Adamo tour at the Holiday Inn in Southampton. That was fantastic. Chris, fantastic, really, really nice guy with a huge amount of knowledge. It was great to experience that. And thank you to John, obviously, for taking Chris on tour. Thank you to Sue for the week before that, showing us some great tips on how to add value when wrapping presents. And then, of course, before that, we had Jonathan from Grabbo came in and offered a great prize of the 64-inch numbers in silver and in gold. So thank you to all you guys for coming in and working with us here on BMTV. I also want to say a big thank you to Dr. Bob and to Chris Horn. They've been down here training with us, actually here at Balloon Market as well for a first time. So we had Chris doing his organics and his clears course, and we had Dr. Bob doing the Qualitex Twisting Made Easy course. So yeah, we actually had the clears training and the Twisting Made Easy training right here at Balloon Market rather than around the corner at the football club. So we had smaller numbers for those courses. We had 6 on each, but everybody that came said they absolutely loved the intimacy of the training. It was in that room, right opposite, through that glass behind us. So people saw the BMTV studio in all its glory, saw the secrets behind BMTV. So thank you to everybody that came to those trainings here, training courses actually here in the building. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the warehouse as well. It was nice to be able to walk people around the warehouse because there was only a few people on each course. It was really nice to be able to show everybody around. Now, training, we do have more training on the cards. So Stu came in and talked about his training. He's coming with Matt Lewis and they are doing their Grand Balloon Tour 2. So last year they did it and they covered a lot of organic stuff. They're doing more kind of organic stuff, but frames as well. So that's on the 9th of August. We've got Mike and Natalie coming down doing lights, balloons, action. Had a great time last time, so we're doing that again in September. I can't remember the exact date, but that will be on the website. If you need to look at any of these training courses, just log on to balloonmarket.co.uk and you can just click on the training banner and you can see all the dates for these. We've got Chris again doing organic. We've got another clears course in July as well. We've got Sue coming up in June doing her What's Hot Right Now. Before I came up here to start filming, there was only 6 of 20 spots left, so some of those might have gone already, but you might be lucky by the time you watch this and there are still some slots available. But lots going on. Just as I say, click on the banner that says training at Balloon Market and you can see exactly what we've got coming up. Now, talking of training and talking of Chris Adamo as well. Anybody that came on the Chris Adamo course, you would have seen that he focused quite a lot on rigging. So he was doing these huge, big organic pieces. That's what he does. And he thinks quite a lot about how best to rig them. So you walk into a room, okay, how can I attach that to this? How can I get that over there? And Chris is very much a solutionizer. He comes up with solutions. And some of the products he was using, people turn around to me and say, Greg, can you get those at Balloon Market? So I have done some of them. The first one is this. Now this is a suction cup and Chris used these to put on glass walls and then used it as an attachment point so you can tie your rope or whatever to this. And it's actually used for getting dents out of cars, which I thought was quite impressive, quite useful if you have a dent in your car. And you put that on the glass and then just pull that up and it sucks. Now I tried it on the window on that door over there a while ago and it says a safe working load of 10 kilos. I could not get it off and I was pulling it. I was trying to get my fingernail down here, just couldn't do it. So really, really strong. Now if you've got something really, really heavy, then you can use this one. Now this is the same sort of thing. It's got 2 suction cups on the bottom but this will hold 25 kilos. I've not tried this one, but I reckon I could no, that's a bit optimistic that I could hang off it. But 25 kilos, it's a lot. Exactly the same thing. You just close those two suction cups and that sucks onto glass, or something very, very smooth as well. The other thing that Chris talked about, it was this. Now this is a quick grip. And it's basically just a clamp that, this is, if imagine you've got a wall and then you've got a pillar coming out from the wall, so you can't go all the way around it. It's just a three-sided pillar effectively, but you want to attach something to it and you can just grip that thing, and then this part becomes the attachment point that you can tie your ropes to and your cables to. And then these are lights. These are the cable lights that Chris used. I think they're 4.9 meters. These are plain white ones. They can be flashing or they can be on constantly. And there's also a colored one as well. We put those inside the clouds. If anybody was there, you'd remember that we actually put inside the balloon clouds that Chris made. So some of these other products, I have to say, they're very much, we're constantly adding to our range, as you probably know. And we do that throughout the year, just all the time. But there are some products that people contact us and say, Greg, can you get this? So these are some examples right there when we were doing the training. But there are other products here today that are very much from the demand. First of all, the tissue paper. We had a few colours of tissue paper. Now we have 16 colours of shredded tissue paper. I've only brought 3 up today because if I brought all 16, you wouldn't be able to see me. So yeah, there's 3 colours there, but we've got all 16 colours in stock and available to buy right now. And then I was told to put this on, so I'm going to put it on. Going to put it at a jaunty angle because that'll make me look quite cool. These are called, it's called Queen of the Party Golden Crown. There you go. And then there's a pink crown, Queen of the Party. So they're made by Party Deco. They're quite funky. They were wearing these in the warehouse the other day for some reason. But yes, just funky little, because I think you can add these not only to wear, but you can add them to balloons as well. And you know, if you've got a little princess party or something like that, you can use these as accessories to your balloon designs. Now these are new, but we first used these are called flower bottles, and we first used these a couple of years ago when Mark Drury from Qualitex came in and showed us how to use the super stuffer. And you actually put a rose or any flower you like in here, and then you actually put it into a balloon, and Mark shows us how to do that on that video. As I say, it was a couple of years ago, but we've got these in stock now. We're selling these in packs of 25. So florists, you're probably very familiar with these and use them all the time. But if you're not a florist, but you do have a super stuffer and you want to put flowers inside balloons, you would need one of those. Now these numbers, if you're in the balloon industry and you have been for any amount of time, in all likelihood you have probably inflated and sold a foil number balloon. So we have the Qualitex ones, the Amscan ones, Grabo ones, etc. But we never had the unique ones, and people wanted the unique ones, so we've got them in now. And as you can see, we've got them in all the colours: the blue, the pink, the red, the silver, the black, the rose gold, and the gold. I'm interested to know, because we've got so many different types of numbers now, which ones you think are the best quality. So I'm not talking about price, I'm talking just about quality. And because I hear various things, see on Facebook, some people saying that this brand isn't very good, so other people saying this brand isn't very good at the moment, and things like that. So I'm just really interested, probably those of you that have used the different brands of balloons, I'd be interested to find out, what do you think the best quality balloons are? So I'm going to make that the question of the week. Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. What brand of foil number do you think is the best? And then behind me, I've got Qualitex are now launching products throughout the year. So rather than doing them all at once. So here we've got a new caticorn, a cat and a unicorn together. Very nice. Here we have a poop. Yeah, a colourful, very colourful poop. Pastel-y colourful poop with a sparkle sort of design on it. And walking through the warehouse with that, and somebody said, oh, it looks like an ice cream. And I guess if you put a cone on that, it does look very much like an ice cream. And over here, we've got Tyrannosaurus and a few other of the Qualitex new releases down there at the front. We've got those 18-inch foils. Again, the Caticorn 18-inch, a Unicorn one, and a Love You one. And then the bubbles just up above, we've got Toy Story 4, and we've got the Disney Princesses, which looks like it's from Aladdin to me. So yeah, we've got all of those available and many more. If you want to see what products we've got available or that are new in, just go to new products on the website. The other product I really should talk about are the 7-inch Chrome. They have been eagerly awaited. I've not got any in right now on the day of filming, but hopefully by the time you see this, we will have some in, fingers crossed. If not, we're going to have some in very, very soon after you see this show. There's some coming towards the end of June as well. So some due the end of May, some due the end of June. But people have been eagerly awaiting them because you can make far more with a 7-inch balloon, an 11-inch balloon and a 260Q than you can just with an 11-inch balloon and a 260Q. So very excited about those coming in. And hopefully at some point very soon, it's been a while since you've seen him, Mark Drury from Qualitex will be coming in to maybe show us a design or two made with those. So looking forward to that as well. So a couple of things I need to talk to you about this week. The first is, if you're a Balloon Market customer, we have the facility that allows you to add to an order that you have already placed. We are having to place limitations on that. So basically, if you place an order and then 2 minutes later, a customer walks in and asks you for this balloon, you can add to your order. We will print them both off, pick them, pack them, and put them out together for you. We've limited that to 12 o'clock. However, we have been a bit flexible regarding that. And if you phone up at 1 o'clock, we might be able to add to your order. However, we are having to limit that now, and it's going to be strictly 12 o'clock is the limit for adding to your order. The reason being, we now have a second collection, or a first collection, from DPD earlier in the day, so at 12:30. So in all likelihood, your order will have shipped already. So we need to cut it off at 12 o'clock. And then we have another one again at 4 o'clock. So that's the reason behind it. Just to give you a heads up, at some point in the future, we probably are going to have to cut that service altogether that you're able to add to your order. So enjoy it while you can. But yes, if it's not implemented already, it's going to be implemented very soon. But you will have to order or add to your order strictly by 12 o'clock because that option is just going to disappear off the website at 12 o'clock every day. So yes, there you go. Now, the other thing that we have to talk about that we can't really ignore is the helium shortage. I have to say, is it an opportunity? When it happened 7-8 years ago, I can't remember the exact date, but I think it was about 8 years ago when we were in our old premises. And it was a bit of a shock because I think balloons and helium just went together. You wanted a balloon, it floated, that was it. But it kind of forced us to think a little bit differently. So for instance, at the organic course with Chris a few weeks ago, we got one of the maxi sticks, turned it upside down, put it on a tile, and that was the base effectively for a little organic design. And before that, in fact, the whole organic thing, majority of it is air filled. So would that have come about had there not been a shortage of helium? I don't know, very possibly. So the air filled design side of things has really come into its own in the last few years. And the great thing about air-filled designs is you make more money. So if you've got a table design that's air-filled about that size, and you've added a few bits and pieces to it, and then you've got a 3-balloon bunch just helium-filled with a weight, you're going to charge more for this one than that one. So you'll make more money. Plus, you're not paying for any helium, so you'll make more money from a cost point of view as well. So you're paying less for your products and you're charging more. So your profit will massively increase. So if you are the person out there that does 3-balloon bouquets and you do single line arches and that's about it, or you inflate a foil balloon, think a little bit differently about the possibility of using air to fill your designs. We've done quite a few BMTVs. If you look back, we've done air-filled designs with Mike from Reds, we've done it with Mark, we've done it with Chris, we've done it with Sue. I think almost everybody that's been on has at some point, and Dr. Bob, done air-filled designs with us. So definitely worth looking at if it's not something that you've looked at before, and look at this as an opportunity. Right, that is it from me this week. Like I say, the question of the week is, which foil balloon manufacturer do you think is the best quality? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.